So sadly, Captain America goes full McCarthyism. I've often said in the reviews of the MCU movies that I think the Captain America films were the best they produced, with the exception of the first Iron Man. And I still stand by that. They're really good. They're actually more complex than maybe some people give them credit for. But Chris Evans, and when he would get in, he would Twitter and be snotty about Trump and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, fine, whatever. Didn't really matter. This is crossing the line, and it's going to be very hard. And I don't think I will be watching anything with Chris Evans in it anymore. And it's sad. But, the only pass here for the likes of him and, what's the other one, Zach Braff and all that, is they're extremely ignorant, and he is. It's an example of someone who's excellent at their craft and then completely stupid at everything else. And that's pretty standard with movie stars in a lot of ways, and he's no different. So since the election, there's been some liberal Democrats have. This is an article from the Daily Wire, and I'll link it in the description below. Liberals and Democrats have issued genuine calls for unity in the wake of the presidential election, but others are out for blood and want a list of Trump enablers. So apparently on Twitter, Zach Braff said, "Never forget all these enablers," and then Chris Evans. #remember who said nothing. so there's just like in that good old fashioned means of communist states and fascist states of arresting your opponents and throwing them up against the wall. So a lot of the Trump opponents taking the opportunity to threaten his supporters with harsh draconian punishment, no different than a McCarthy blacklist. The sentiment apparently started when Sandy Cortez called for an archive of Trump sycophants. So is anyone archiving these Trump sycophants for when they try to downplay or deny their complicity in the future? I foresee a decent probability of many deleted tweets, writings, photos in the future. Yeah. And then someone did respond to that. So yeah, they had a whole site listing everybody who's ever said anything, and people who supported Trump, either just vocally or financially or what have you. Other prominent leftists agree that Trump supporters should be shamed and pushed aside. If you're a Trumper, I hope the pain and anxiety you feel now is excruciating. You voted against America and for a cult leader. Man, talk about projection. Who has no redeeming or admirable qualities. He's a cretin who cares nothing about this country, and you don't either. You deserve all the pain and more, tweeted former MSNBC host Toure. Yeah, former, huh? He was so bad he wasn't even good enough for them. I think that Trump tear-gassed peaceful protesters for a photo op. Burning down a church is peaceful. Okay. I think the Trump ripped children. The Trump ripped children from their parents. Yeah, Torre, those pictures were from the Obama era, which you didn't bat an eye at, and you still don't. So shut up, But he continues. I think that Trump called NFL players sons of bitches. Yes, these millionaires who were calling their paycheck-to-paycheck fan base racist and blanket broad brush bigotry towards police officers as an entire force of racist death squads. Yeah, I can kind of understand why someone would get nasty with him. But he says he did that because they were exercising their First Amendment rights. Well, Toure, you understand how the First Amendment works. He says you can spew your crap, and then I can respond to it and call you an asshole for it. So you can call Trump an asshole all you want. That's fine. You have the right to do so. You're lying here. But you can do that. That's how the First Amendment works. And that's all he did. He didn't throw Colin Kaepernick in prison. Colin Kaepernick got richer under Trump. He's fine. Don't worry. He'll be fine. I think those people in his administration that not only drafted some of those policies, they weren't policies. It was a statement. It doesn't even understand that. But we're complicit in some of those policies shouldn't be forgotten. So there you go. Got to put them on the list for not liking Colin Kaepernick. So, whatever. And the policies about the border and whatnot, and with the children and all that, same policy as Obama. So, that said, some prominent liberals and Democrats denounced such talk. Yes, they did. And so now we'll find out who's going to get canceled. So I'm fascinated by playing devil's advocate and want to understand the people I disagree with. I don't want to dismiss and malign, said comedian Whitney Cummings. I think it's very self-righteous and sanctimonious to just dismiss people. Yes, it is, Whitney. That's very good. That we disagree with without trying to understand why they believe what they believe. I don't get it. I grew up in Washington, D.C. mostly, but also in Virginia and West Virginia, so I grew up seeing both sides and people believing different things. Even though I don't agree with somebody, I don't think they're dumb. Oh, so canceled. Poor Whitney. How long before I will have undying respect for Whitney Cummings, provided she never bends the knee to these freaks. But they will come for her, because this is more than hating me, which is a done deal. But oh God, do they hate people on their side saying, well, wait a minute. Oh, no. You can't. That's not allowed. So you'll be on the list too, Whitney. You complete me doesn't mean because we're exactly alike. It means because we are different. I don't want to live in a country without the red states, said comedian Bill Maher. And of course, they've already been trying to cancel Bill Maher. And I imagine it may be successful at some point. He continues, I like traveling there. When people talk to you in Oklahoma, they're not scanning the room to see if there's someone more important. Because frankly, when I'm there never is. And there you go. That pretty much defeats the crazy hard left's the current points now, that these are irredeemable peoples and should be, driven out of polite society, as what's her name said, Reuben. Anyway, yeah, Bill Maher is one of these guys that who irritated me to great lengths, and I often refer to him as someone who proved the broken clock theory correct. Right twice a day, but maybe his clock is starting to get fixed. How much of this can you stand? So, but anyway, it's a sad thing. I really liked Chris Evans as Captain America. I thought those films were really great. I still do, but this is absolutely horrible. And the only way to give him a pass is that he's just really stupid. But he can't be that stupid. So he's a hateful person. That's all there is to it. And it's so blinded by his hatred, he's never going to think the way Whitney and Bill Maher have. And that's unfortunate. But certainly future projects with him, I just don't think I can do it. People were attacked, beaten, and murdered in the course of this craziness on the left. Cities burnt, and he's fine. He's fine with that. No, Orange Man was the problem because he tweets snotty things, and he's a bit of an a-hole. So he can play Captain America, but he can never be him. Thanks for watching and listening. Say, while you're still here, why not like and subscribe and share with your many friends? Yes. Also, check out my mini stores in the link description below. Yes, where you can get t-shirts, hats, mugs, all those goodies with my artwork on them. Oh, yeah. And head over to indieplanet.com and pick up a copy of my comic book, Night Night. Oh, yeah. You can also catch me at my podcast, Mr Nailsin Show, on RadioMisfits.com. And you can also watch my videos on BitChute.com and now on Rumble.com. Oh, my goodness. So many places to watch me and my stuff. Oh, yeah. And if that's not enough for you, well, you can follow me on many social media platforms and say hi to your old pal, Mr. Nailsin.